Hey guys, today I just wanna recommend you some of the vintage affordable watches for a couple $100 that you can collect, and you wanna step away from the herd, step away from the PRX army. I like PRX. Step away from the Seiko divers. You wanna go somewhere into the vintage realm, something that has more interesting, has a story behind it. And what I would recommend as number one is Seiko 5. And they have a really interesting vintage sports line with the roulette dials, lots of different general designs, and you can buy them generally around $100. And if you have a good watchmaker, for buying vintage watches you need a good watchmaker, or you need a guarantee some sort of, but definitely Seiko 5 is robust, reliable. So you want to go for the movements 6309, 7009, which I own, and those movements are generally better done and better made without plastic parts than the contemporary ones like 7S26. Number two would be Raketta Big Zero. I've done countless reviews of Raketta Big Zero. I have one somewhere lying around, and Raketta is iconic post-Soviet design. What I found is that architects and designers really appreciate and enjoy those watches, and there are a great number of collectors who own that Raketta Big Zero. It's just a regular Raketta watch, vintage Raketta. You can find them on eBay for like $50 all the time, but the Raketta Big Zero is different. It has that iconic design, and you just see that there's something about that watch. I cannot tell you what it is, but I like it. One thing to make sure is to make sure the dial is not repainted. The dial is correct, because ever since those watches become popular, the scammers also that watch became interesting to the scammers, because it's not that hard to turn normal Raketta into the Big Zero one. You just need to repaint a little bit and different case. What else? Citizens automatics, Citizen Eagles, Citizen Crystal 7, Homers. Those are very interesting. I did a review of Citizen Eagle on my channel years ago, because I'm an OG of YouTube watch reviews. I come down a little bit, but I am. Also, vintage Timex, Marlins, electric timers, electric Timex watches. Those are before the quartz watches. They were electric watches. Also, Polot Shumansky. It has a space history. Yuri Gagarin wore it to space. It has that conversation starter piece. It says space heritage, because when you see a guy wearing a Submariner or something and you say, hey, nice Submariner, he's gonna say, oh no, it's a Rolex. So that's how you know when someone's wearing Submariner, it's 50-50 chances that he likes watches or he just got a nice watch. But when you see someone wearing this, you are guaranteed that he's a watch nerd. And yeah, I like a good talk with some watch nerds, just on the random. Orient King Diver would be number 6. Orient King Diver. I will try to put a photo here. Fantastic look, reliable movements, collectible, and it's a couple $100. So you want to get original, not the reissue. Reissue is for newbies. Let's just say that. And the last piece, I left it because vintage Swiss dress pieces. If you are in the market for a dress watch, chances are you're gonna buy affordable Orient Bambino or some sort of a Tissot quartz piece. However, there are a bunch of vintage Tissots, Certinas, Tissot C-Star, Tissot C-Star 7, Certina DS with the turtle on the back, Anicar, lots and lots of vintage watches, dress pieces that some even are cased in gold cases, in real gold cases. I had plenty of those. I have a bunch of videos on those when I first started my video channel, but yeah, make sure to check the good seller, great feedback on eBay, and also you want to make sure the dial is correct. Dial is original. It hasn't been repainted, and you want to see the crown is original. You want to see the movement has not been mucked around. You don't want to end up with a Franken watch that's like movement from one watch, case from other, dial from third watch. That's what you call a Franken watch. And beware of patina. Patina is most overused word. Most of the time it's water damage on the dial. It's that thin line between patina and water damage on the dial. Trust me on that one. So yeah, good rule of thumb is you wanna see and find some pieces with history behind it, so with a cool story. Do your homework before you buy a watch. Sometimes we just buy a watch because we like it and it's cheap enough, but sometimes you want to read about it, and the more you learn about it, the more you want it, and the more you learn about it, the more you know, and you are more educated buyer. So yeah, that would be my little guide for buying vintage affordable watches.